Well, as you can see, you have Craig and well, you have Craig and we have David's chair, which makes for a most entertaining opening, I would say. So, if I was the type of guy that had a lot of good jokes, well, we could go with that, which I really don't. So we'll give David a few more moments before it becomes awkward, dead airtime. And I know he has things he does around his house. He does a lot of gardening. Maybe he's doing some outside gardening. I had a few errands to do and whatnot. So, wow, look who dropped in.
Where? Anybody there? Wait. Anybody see me?
Wow.
Wait. Okay. All right. Wait. Let me get. Where am I? Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Whoa. Oh, I almost didn't get here. Whoa. Hey, man. I went over to Home Depot and to pick up some stuff, and all of a sudden I saw these black cars showing up, man. These guys coming out in all these masks and shit. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, wait a minute. And this dude started looking at me really weird. And I was like, it's the mustache. It's the mustache. Oh no, it's this thing. It's the mustache and this thing. I got really weird. I was like, oh shit. Maybe I should go out the back. I left all my stuff right there, man. I went out the back. I went out, I even left my car there. I was like, oh, I was afraid to go back. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, okay, let's see. Uh, if they stop me, what do I tell them? What do I tell them? Well, I'm only over here. No, don't tell them like that. Oh, no. Drop the accent. Okay. Hi, I'm David Jack Espinosa, American citizen. Do you think they'll go for it? Or do I look too much like a Mexican? Ooh, I think I might look too much like a Mexican. What do you think, Craig? Yeah?
I have to ask you, man, in all seriousness, you have never discussed this. Have you thought about that?
Absolutely. Or I go walking around my neighborhood, or I go walk to the bank or something like that. And then where I live, there's not a whole lot of Mexicans that are walking around. Most of them are, I'm sure, hiding. And I don't live in a heavy area, but everywhere is integrated in California. You can't go anywhere without meeting your fellow citizen of any ethnicity. And so I'm like, wow, man. Uh, at what point are they going to stop me and look at me and ask me for my papers? What the hell? What the hell, man? I mean, it broke
That's
my
my
heart
point.
yesterday when I saw them attack that. Here in Sacramento, I live in Northern California, folks, but here in Sacramento area at a Home Depot, they attacked some Mexican man because of what he looked like. And he was an American
Mhm.
citizen, born here, raised here. And when his wife came there out of fear and started hollering, he looked like they were going to drop her down too. They are not supposed to be within 100 miles further than any border. Where I live is something like 600 miles from any border, maybe 300 from the northern border of Oregon. But come on, give me a break. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, folks? Uh, wow. And then to have that ICE guy come out on national TV. There are no sanctuary cities. We're going to come and get you. That's right. If you look like a Mexican, smell like a Mexican, talk like a Mexican, we're going to get you. And folks, I understand about a lot of people crying out there about, well, they've been doing this to minorities forever, and the poor black people, and the poor Jewish people, and the poor Japanese people, and the poor Chinese people. That's very true. But that's not what's happening right now.
Right.
Right now, there are stopping, confronting, arresting anybody that looks like me,
Yeah.
period. Now, if I happen to sound like this, I'm for sure going to have a heavy, heavy problem trying to get back in anywhere. They're not going to let me. No, they're going to call me an immigrant and they're going to say that I need to go back to where I came from. I'm where I came from. And so are all those people. They are where they came from. I'm so upset about this. Yesterday, when I saw that on the news, it
Yeah.
could have been any of my nephews. Could have been my son. It could be anybody.
Anybody.
Because my name's Espinosa. And you see, I have this here moniker, my badge of nosiness, my nose. I'm so sorry that this is happening to us, but I'm not going to be quiet about it. It's absolutely wrong. We're turning into Nazi Germany. Trump and all his white nationalist, racist pigs are over. They are so overboard on any type of human level that I can't even describe it. And it's happening in front of our faces. And to all you MAGA people and all you Republicans, I'm amazed that you're not outraged. I am just amazed. This isn't just going to affect us Mexicans. This is the immediate problem with Mexican people. We're being deported. We're being rounded up like a bunch of foreigners. But all this other economic slashing that's going on in all these departments, that's going to affect you folks in your red states, in the Bible Belt. You folks are going to be more affected than anybody else. California stands on its own. We put way more money into the federal economy, the national economy, than is
80,
received.
$83 billion surplus. 83
We
billion
can just keep
surplus.
that. And the little bit that we get back from the federal government after depositing all that money doesn't comparison to the savings we'd have as a state with the fourth largest economy in the world. What's wrong with you folks? Do you hate us because we love other people? Because we care about kids? Because we care about people having health care? Because we're indifferent about who wants to love who?
Yeah.
Is that why you hate us? My God, look around you. Look around you. Your cousins, your family, your brothers, your sisters. Who in that group are not like we? Who? But mark my words, and Craig and I discussed this many times, the implosion is nearing. The implosion is nearing. Don't be fooled by that and go down the drain with the rest of those anti Christian zealots. They're Trump ass demagogues. I use demon because I was thinking about demons. But, demon, demagogue, see how that kind of works together there? It's interesting use of words there. Anyway, that's all I wanted to let you know today, that I am in fear of my mustache being misinterpreted. But
Well, I
if
mean,
it,
that's a huge, you came in with that. Just, and a person putting themselves in your skin, just a simple function, gasoline, anything, looking over your shoulder 24/7, man.
I feel like
24/7.
I'm in sixth grade again. I'm in sixth grade, man, and I'm watching the school bully giving me the eyeball. I can't go anywhere. I need to hide behind a building somewhere. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I never did that. I was too scared to be scared. So no, not going to happen.
And not only in your case, your wife's too, your family, like you mentioned, your family.
I hope.
And heaven forbid, this is not like one and done. Again, heaven forbid, somebody in your family gets pulled over, your grandson, your son, anybody. It's not necessarily one and done. Okay, you're checked off our list, you're good to go. They can be pulled over randomly again, man. I mean, this is just so
Unreal that in this day and
Unreal,
age,
David.
yeah, in this day and age that
This,
we're
in
doing.
this day of age, in this day and age, and then, you know me well. There's times that I just am at a complete loss of words when something's so overwhelmingly, egregiously unfair. And then when you have the person who is responsible, Trump, and I'm not like, let's say hog the conversation this way, but when you have the Epstein files, first and foremost, this man is such a flawed person, responsible for all this injustice and all of these shenanigans of now Bondi going before a grand jury trying to get testimony, just more delayed tactics. And all of the all of the injustice, all of the cruelty that stems out of this White House. The scale is just so imbalanced, man, that it's when I say it's criminal, that's like political satire. But it blows my mind, brother. It just then it comes back to we were talking about a little bit earlier. I faith that good will eventually shine through, but this is just such a dark period in our country's history when you have such a degenerate presently occupying the White House. This can't continue. This
Well,
will implode. This can't continue.
just so we're clear, historically, he's not the first degenerate that's occupied the White House. Let's be real
Yeah,
about what we're talking about. We're talking about a
touche.
position in this country that is wrought full of power, wrought full of privilege, and sought after by egomaniacs. Anybody who thinks they have the answers to run a society and a civilization with as varied minds as we currently have in modern times has got his head up his butt. He's an egoistic person. He thinks too much of himself and he needs to be checked. I love the fact there are people who want to take on public office and want to serve for the public good, but they must be checked. You cannot believe a leader unless you see the leader actually adhering to the rules.
Right.
You cannot follow.
Great point.
Yeah, you cannot. I don't care who it is. And he's not the first, by the way. Andrew Jackson was notorious. He was terrible. Okay. There's a lot of other. The second one, I forgot what his name is. The second president, he was also terrible. There's a lot of them that were terrible, and it goes down the line, down the line, down the line. But there was a lot of them that were really good. Now, what are we really talking about? We're talking about human beings. We expect too much from people. We think simply because he's in that office that he's a godsend or he's the answer. Wrong. He's a man. He craps, he bleeds, he breathes, he gets diseases. His ankles get swollen with bad blood flowing to the veins. He has problems, memory issues, other problems, skin discoloration. Who are we talking about? We're talking about anybody, any human being, but this happens to fit Fatso, who's in office right now. Okay, that and don't get me wrong, I respect the office. I don't respect the person. Period. I
Mhm.
didn't respect Nixon. He was a crook, straight up. No matter what he said, he was a crook. He got pardoned. Remember that, folks. He was pardoned. He was a crook. He admitted to being a crook, and then said, "I'm really not. I did it for the good." Fuck that. Pardon my language. He's bullshit. It's bullshit. So,
Mhm.
when we sit around and we look at, all these people in these offices, first of all, get past the office. Get past the office. I used to really think highly of cops till I became one. Oh, did I change that mind? Okay. Most of them are just a bunch of egomaniacs who loved the power, loved the ability to stop and check people and the authority that came with it. The power
Mm.
to beat, the power to arrest, the power to shoot if need be. Whoever needs power like that shouldn't have it. Thus Trump. And you brought up the nastiness of this guy. Well, his whole life has been nasty. He's a pervert. There's so many pictures out there, photographs with him kissing young girls, with him hanging on them, touching their thighs while they're sitting on his pervert friend's lap. Come on. We're beyond that already. Anybody who doesn't believe this man's not a child molester, well, they got their head up their ass.
Yeah.
You see, unlike Craig, where he's talking about the shenanigans, ain't no shenanigans. These are crimes. Bondi's committing crimes in office by covering up. That office is supposed to be a nonpartisan office. It is so partisan. It is blatant. It's discriminatory on its face. Bondi works for Trump. Period. She's his hoe. End of issue. And Trump is everybody else's hoe, if you haven't caught on to that yet. Because his enablers are the ones who are allowing him to get away with this. All that Senate. They love having that fool in office. So when shit hits the fan, they go, "Oh, he did it. It wasn't me. It was Trump. That was Trump." They're all going to do that because they already did it. Remember, before he became the president, and they were all running, "He's a piece of garbage. He's a lie and a fraud, and he works for Moscow." And that's any one of those people who are now in his cabinet.
So true.
They're all going, "Oh, we just love him. I want to give him some." Oh, I won't say it.
Little Marco, Ted Cruz, all of them, David.
Oh, they're all knee crawlers.
They were all, yeah.
They're all knee crawlers, man. Every one of them. And you're right. And Bondi was bought and sold a long time ago. So this office is corrupt. Ab initio, it's corrupt. And that's just the end of that. So we have to wait and see. But I have faith. I don't have faith that people will do the right thing because obviously they didn't. I have faith that the right thing will rise to the surface because it's supposed to. Period.
Mm-hmm.
The black, let me change that. The evil never, ever, ever wins. It may temporarily put you down, cause you conflict, but it is always overcome. And not by good, by faith.
Amen.
In a faith.
Mm-hmm.
Faith that says, I'm going to do the right thing despite. And that's what we're lacking right now in the Senate. All these
That's,
hypocritical senators.
that's right.
Oh, I love God. And let's pray. And shut the fuck up. Bunch of Bible toting bullshitters. You ain't doing
That's right.
shit. You ain't praying to any God I ever heard of. And if you are praying to the God, it must be a satanic Christian God that you're praying to.
Right on.
Because I don't see it any other way.
Not the guy we pray to.
Yeah. So next time I'm at Home Depot, I think I'm going to talk like this if they ask me, just to see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? They get really embarrassed when they find out who I am. And I just tell them, hey, just Google my name. You'll say, I'm an American citizen. I've been here a long time. My parents been here a long time. My grandparents been here a long time. Their grandparents been here a long time. Everybody been here a long time. I'm only speaking like this because I think you're an asshole for judging me by my mustache, by my color of my skin, by my shape of my nose. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that.
That was good, man.
All right. Hey, good talking to you folks. You have a good one. We're going to cap out right now because I know you don't want to hear any more of this crap. Neither do we. Peace.
Take care, God. Have a great rest of your day.